Guys, how crazy is this? Check it out. Let's see. That island right there, that one, that is Epstein's Island.
What?
How crazy. Right there. Say hi.
Hi.
So here's the deal. I'm on vacation in St. John, and what I intend to do in this video is to sort of vaguely reference this villa that I'm at and not really specify whether it's mine or we're renting it, because I'm just going to leave it vague so that you guys believe that it's mine, so that more people are likely to sort of follow my journey because they think that I'm more successful and wealthy than I am. So it seems like actually a pretty solid plan that has worked well for a lot of people. My name is Brian Bandas. I'm building a real estate development company. I'm becoming a better father, a better husband, a better entrepreneur, and a better man every single day. Let's get it. All right, so obviously, as a real estate developer and as a business person, certainly I am motivated, at least in part, by money and income, building up wealth. But I had a conversation today actually with my son, my 7-year-old son. We were on a kayak. We did it was awesome. We did some kayaking, did some snorkeling, saw some sea turtles. One of my things that I love is boats. Like, as my business grows and my financial independence expands, I can tell you something, there will be boats in my future. Oh yes. We're floating in the kayak around all these really nice, there's a bunch of catamarans, and he says, well, if you love, I'm like telling him I love these boats and they're awesome, explaining catamarans to him and all that. And he says, well, couldn't you just get one? So brought up an interesting conversation about what we can do versus what we should do. And depending on the boat, I said, yeah, like I could get one. But there's a lot of reasons not to. I mean, this looks like a freaking green screen. It's crazy. There's a lot of reasons right now, though, where it doesn't make sense to do that. So there's a lot of things we can do that we shouldn't do. You know, I told him, like, you guys could go to bed and I could eat a pint of ice cream every single night. And I can do that, but should I do that? Will that make me healthy? And so for me, I think what's really crucial is to acknowledge why building a company and earning money and building up wealth is important to me. Because just stacking up money at some point, that gets pretty empty, right? Like, okay, you have money. Just having money is nothing. I mean, if I had $1 million that technically belonged to me in an account and I wasn't allowed to access it and use it, that is worthless, right? It's just numbers. That doesn't help me. The point is what we can use money as a tool to do. I can use it to come to St. John, or to rent kayaks or Jeeps, or to invest in real estate projects, or to buy sunglasses. Most of all, building up wealth to me equals freedom with my time. And that is one of, if not maybe the main reason that I would encourage anyone to consider building up something the way I am. And that is, I didn't ask off for this vacation. I just left. I put things in place to take care of my business, and I left. I don't ask permission to go to my kid's football or baseball game, or his little Christmas concert the other night, right? And so to me, building up wealth, really, ideally, it just gives us freedom. I don't necessarily need more stuff than I have now. There are things I want, the boat, right? I want that. I don't need it to survive. Having your eyes, figuratively, on this prize of what are you trying to build and why? What will it do for you? For me, it means I can spend more time like this with my kids. Take them snorkeling more, take them kayaking more, go to different islands or different countries or spend time with them in this way. And I don't have to A, feel stressed out about our finances the whole time I do it, or B, ask somebody's permission or hope that somebody decides to give me a raise next year and then maybe I'll be able to do it. I can just choose to do it. So that's what I'm working toward, is just more freedom. In most cases, the way to do that is to build more monetary wealth, because you can use that to buy or create that freedom, right? So I've mentioned this before, but I think the other main draw, or maybe actually what is the main one, even ahead of money and freedom, is how it grows you. But that's another conversation for another video. So I'm on vacation. I do not own this villa, but I do get to stay here for a week. It's beautiful, and it is such a pleasure to be here with a clear mind, knowing that we are taken care of, and not having to, beg and plead for either the raise or the money to do this, or the time, the freedom to do this, but to just do these things with my family. And if you're thinking about taking the plunge, starting your own thing, developing real estate, or building some other sort of company the way that I am, I think that I could have done it a lot sooner. I'm gonna make another video very, very soon about the transition from what was sort of the safer day job into this, and how to make that in an intelligent way, because I don't necessarily recommend that you just, regardless of circumstances, just take the plunge today. That's not always good advice. So more on that later, but definitely encourage you to go pursue freedom. Hey, so if you're into building freedom, and I'm gonna keep talking about it a lot, and I'm gonna share my journey from just taking the leap to start my own business to building this thing up. So give me a little bit of that, some of that.